Okay, so can you tell me about yourself and what kind of projects you have worked on?
Okay, sure, Neil. So also the check my resume before.
Hmm. Yeah.
So there is all the mentioned project and also the company. So basically, yeah, I'm Ampasaheb. So right now living in Pune, Magarpatta. So I
Hmm.
have total 6.5 years in IT industry. So basically journey started 2016 after graduation completing. So primary skill is a mobile application development, like as a iOS application. So basically Objective C and then moving to Swift language. There are around 1.5 years fully working on a native iOS side. Yeah, this is actually I am working on domains basically insurance related, mobile related, and enterprise. So basically, current project is Aditya Birla Insurance, like as managing the different insurance. And currently, project team size is 35 team members, and my current role is a tech leader. So like as managing the application as well as backend and also the deployment. So I have skill, primary skill is iOS, then moving to the React Native side. So creating a cross-platform application, Android, iOS, you can writing codes. And also I have skill web application for React.js, creating a web application. Backend we are using Node.js Insight and Net.js using GraphQL. And I have
Hmm.
also the DevOps skills, like as a creating a Docker images, Jenkins through deploy on the server side like this. And so cloud side is Azure and AWS. I have also skill. So basically React Native deeply going to almost total 8 application completely end to end development, start to scratch. And yeah, like this. And basically we are using class basis component, hooks basis component, Redux Saga, normal Redux, Mobex state. We writing also the unit test cases, also the creating storybook for core components and the deployment. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, got it. So, what is your current project about?
Yeah, current project is Aditya Birla Insurance. So, like as a is insurance related project, different insurance managing in
Hmm.
app. Also, app and web also the similar. Like as a, we are using submodel concept. So there is also we creating admin dashboard and the application synchronization data like this. And both for we are using backend in Node.js, MongoDB like
So,
this.
if you have same type features in your web and mobile, so do you share your code? Do you have the same code base, or like you have separate repository for both mobile and web?
No, no. Web 4 we are using React JS, okay, and
Mhm.
also the TypeScript we are using, and mobile application 4 we are using React Native. But in case we are same using APIs, then we are using submodel concept. Submodel concept means creating a manage one repo, and one repo is sharing to the both platform and React Native and web also. You can directly access the same code web and
Okay.
mobile
Okay.
side. Yeah.
So, do you work with class components or function components?
Right now, around 3 years, we are fully working on a functional, yeah, function component, hooks component. And before we are almost starting journey, is around two project we are working on a class component. Yeah, both side working.
So, which different hooks you have mostly used in your project?
Okay, hooks basically we almost using use state, use effect for life cycling, use memo, also the use ref, use callback also using, and yeah, like this. Also aware of the use context, but not
Mhm.
using because we are using Redux Saga or Mobex state. But right now, insurance Aditya Birla Insurance for we using Mobex state.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What is the use of use called use effect hook basically?
Yeah, use effect hook means like as a you any within component any dependency change, then we can
Mhm.
again the calling the use effect. Sometime you not passing the dependency inside any values, then again and again any dependency changing, like means like as any state is changing, then again and again calling. and then specific dependency passing, then specific dependency change, then your life cycle is calling. And
Mm-hmm.
another way, use effect inside, you writing return and return
Mm-hmm.
also, then unmounting time you calling the use effect like this.
Okay, fine. Have you used use ref hook?
Yes, yes, I like also
What is
use rep.
what is the use of that?
Yeah, use rep hooks means like as you have a flat list, otherwise carry user you using in component. So you doing some runtime operations means like as a original component to access to the all the properties in runtimes, like as a you have another different function, and inside different function you writing a different logic, but inside access to this component all the properties, that time you
Mm-hmm.
will refer the this component, and anywhere in class access the reference, and you can changing like as a snap to otherwise height like this.
Okay, so have you used use ref with flat list?
Yes, flat list also using and carry user both side.
Mm-hmm. Fine. So how do you optimize the React if you're working with React, right? So there are certain optimizations. So how do you optimize your components and then use it?
Yeah, optimization for performance increment, for we are using use memo and use callback. So use memo means like as you have parent component, there is inside a for child component, and parent component inside any state is changing, then again and again re-render child component for child component
Mm-hmm.
unnecessary, then we are using use memo concept.
Mm-hmm.
And in case child component any function calling to the parent level, then again your child calling like this, that time we are using also use callback.
So what is the difference between use callback and use memo?
Okay, see, use memo means like as a child rendering again and again avoiding, and use callback also similar, but parent to any state in changing. So that time is means like as a firstly you can defining a one function inside use memo and wrap up the your the child component, and then also child component any function calling to the parent level, like as a use selected data and some operation doing to parent inside function level, that time we are using use callback like this.
Mm-hmm. So what is the difference between use memo and React memo? Have you used React
Yes,
memo?
yes, yes, yes. So basically, React dot memo means like as a whole the component wrap of the inside, and use memo means like as a specific function we can declare like this.
So there's no difference other than the syntax.
Uh, Yes, other also technically no. So you can define the separately component and wrap up the React dot memo inside the, like as a similar to HOC, like as a wrap up the your component, and child props is changing, then again and again avoiding the rendering part like this.
Okay.
Basically, we are using mostly use memo.
Okay, got it. So what is difference between debouncer and throttle?
Yeah, debouncing and throttle means like as a, see, debouncing means like as a you have a defined view inside
Mm-hmm.
again view and set again also inside a button. So like as a debouncing means like as a going to top sorry bottom to top level. So if you click on button, then also the parent level is also calling, also again parent level is calling like this is a bouncing, and throttling also means like as a bottom to top level. So firstly column to top, again inside, again button like this. And
When do you use debounce basically in your React Native? Have you used it?
yeah, yes, we are using. So you have a flat list
Mm-hmm.
inside some you rendering the some card, and some card inside a specific button. So
Mm-hmm.
specific button on also the card on like as a wrap of the touchable opacity, and again touchable opacity inside card, and again showing the one button. So if you click on button, then
Mhm.
call the button, not a touchable opacity. That time is stop debouncing. There is function like as e dot event dot like this. There is also avoiding the bouncing.
Okay, fine. So what are high order components?
Yeah, high order components means like as a, so basically sharing the same features. So we
Mhm.
creating one class function or class, and inside inside some you defining a variable, some functions like as a notification, push notification related, some logic you writing a global levels,
Mhm.
and your logic key some feature also the share of the same function another the four functions, four function, then wrap of the four function, then access to the parent HOC, also the access to the method like this.
Okay. Have you used high order components?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Mostly we are using push notifications time. Yeah, means like as a user is click on push notification, then moving to the specific screen time, that time we are using.
Mm. Have you heard about React compositions?
React you saying?
Compositions.
Composition, not using actually composition.
Mm.
Composition, let
Okay.
me check.
So what are the different navigations available in React Native?
Yeah, basically before project we are using React Native navigation library, but right now we are using React navigations
Uh-huh.
inside like as a stack, bottom, drawer navigations. So there is mostly stack navigator is important, and also the bottom navigator also important, drawer navigation also important, and
Mhm.
inside also the you can go to next screen dot push dot navigate, also the dot reset also available like inside a parent component passing, and also pop, and also pop to pop means two steps go to back like this.
So suppose we have a scenario like
Mm-hmm.
you are in the application. We basically have swipers, right? We show some of the initial screens to the user,
Mm-hmm.
right? Some of the features. Then we ask user to log in or sign up.
Got it.
And once you suppose you click login button and you entered your details and you logged in and you
Mm-hmm.
came to your dashboard.
Got it.
Now we want that user, once user click back button, it should not go back to the login page. So what do we do in navigations to avoid this thing?
Okay, okay. So basically, I told you now, props dot navigation to actually there is reset. I think there is feature reset
Mhm.
inside. Basically, we creating a two different navigation stack
Mhm.
navigator. So firstly, login stack navigator is different, and another is dashboard stack navigator. We are defining a different. So
Mhm.
user is click on the specific all the validation is successfully, and user is calling APIs and on responses and storing over the local storage. Next time we fetching the user is logged on, not logged on like this, and user is click on login button. That time we are fully all the reset the navigation whole dashboard stack navigation added the root navigator like this.
Mhm.
Then because your right now your root navigator navigation is stack navigator, was user is again and again typing is back button. That time we are also showing the user is pop up, are you sign up or are you killing app, and the again and again killing, then directly application is killing
Mhm.
like this.
Okay, fine. So which push notification library are you using?
So basically we are using Firebase, we are using mostly Firebase inside Android and iOS both configurations.
Mhm.
Push notifications for, oh there is we creating account Apple developer account, also downloading the certificate. Basically I think p12 file and uploaded the Firebase account, and there is downloaded the JSON file and .p12 file, and added the Android root level project and iOS also the root level project, and we some also the native side some documentation wise added the native functions, and we will access the notifying feature in React Native.
How do you manage your application permissions?
Yeah, application permission for basically React Native permission also library we are using that library. Otherwise, inbuilt some libraries install inbuilt permission is available. So, like as a, we are using React Native image picker, and you can image picker is some feature access. Then user is going to going to specific feature on, then that time is showing the end user to like as a pop-up showing the access permission for the image gallery like this. Once the image gallery is allowed, then access the all the feature for the gallery related. Otherwise, we are using the third party library React Native permissions. So permission like this, all the available you have permissions, but you before the all the permission is mentioning Android side app manifest inside all the permission is mentioned which permission you record, and iOS side is plist file also you there is mentioned which permission you record, also the specific message also put there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So which state management you have worked with?
So basically normal Redux also I using, Redux Saga also using, and right now we are using Mobix State. I like actually as compared to Redux, Mobix State is better because
Mm.
Redux is a very complex. I personally, because there is types, action, reducer, combined reducer, root. But here is Mobix is like you can defining any store and anywhere you can access and calling like this.
Okay, fine. And how you're calling APIs?
Okay, APIs for basically REST API for using Exhaust library. There is get, push, put, patch, and GraphQL for we are using Apollo clients. So this is middleware like this. There is queries
Okay.
and mutation available. Yeah.
Mm. So how do you make your application screen responsive to adapt all the different mobile app screens? So what methodology do you apply there?
Okay, basically we applying advanced styling script for we are using Restyle Shopify. Restyle Shopify very good library managing the styling, and also the there is we box width height inside mention the percentage wise. So in case you have an Android device, otherwise you have an iPad, so easily we can managing. Otherwise, in case again you facing issue, then we are managing the ratio, sorry,
Hmm.
you can managing the ratio. So theme inside we creating different ratio like as a 2x 3x 4x xl ms, all the ratio is managing, and we ratio wise managing your the responsibility.
Hmm.
Yeah.
How to get height and width of the device?
Yeah, device for we are using like as a React Native is providing dimension, so dimensional dot get width like this, inside a width is passing, then get the width also height getting the, and then we also defining we creating a custom component up width upon 2 means like as a one width inside a 2 card is showing, so we creating also the custom component for the better for the responsive also.
Okay. What are flex boxes?
Yeah, flexbox are also the responsive part. So flexbox means like as a you can mention the one flexbox means you wrap up the whole the screen, and inside again there's some you can defining a view and managing also style is assigning a flex, then equally divided the all the div like this, all the views similar, managing the responsive. So iOS side there is available constraint, and here is flexbox like this.
Okay. So how do you implement pagination using Flatlist?
Okay, page initialization using flat list.
Pagination.
Yeah, page initialization means
Not page initialization, pagination.
okay, pagination. So pagination, so you're saying flat list inside. Okay, flat list. Okay, flat list. Okay, flat list. There is actually first time calling the API. Backend is a person is passing only the around randomly number is 10 to 15 number is passing to the front end side, and front end side is user is going to bottom. There is also one property available flat list on end reach. On end reach once the calling, then we you know ki, how much record you have, and also the
Mhm.
page count. After that also the passing again API is calling before 10 and plus page number 2, then next record also the getting the 10 20 and showing the again the flat list on that times we are using literally loader also we display on the client side user. Once the response is getting, then existing array pushing or concat showing the next data like this.
Can you also name some of the props of Lattice which you have used?
So basically we are using so multiple like as a horizontal, vertical, so data, then render items, also extra data, so on end reach also we are using, so also key are also using, so render headers contain, also the yeah multiple we are using like this.
What is the use of extra data property?
Yeah, extra data means like as a, so you have a some existing array and coming to you modify the another array, so that time is flat list is not rendered na, that time we are using passing the new array to extra data, so this time is your the flat list is rendering.
Okay. Suppose you have a list of 20 items in flat list. I want to go to the 18th item in a flat list. Like I can create a button for that to directly go to a particular to the 18th index or some, right? So how would you go to the particular element in a React flat list?
Okay, okay. So basically, there is also scroll to bottom like this available. One property is available.
Hmm.
So scroll to bottom and specific index number is passed. Then we are going to specific item is showing the on the screen. So we capture na ki which item currently user is which index number on checking items like this.
Okay. What is the use of safe area view?
Yes, safe area view means like as we have before we are using some devices like as a i7, i6, I think 8. There is not any notch available, but after that it is available. Any iPhone is not. Safe area means cover the say means notch means avoid the notch and also bottom showing the middle of the screen like this.
Suppose I'm filling a form in React Native and I don't want my keyboard to come over my input. So what should I do for that?
Okay, you saying ki you not showing the keyboard. So like this we are using React Native inside keyboard some I think keyboard avoiding, so there is dot keyboard I think keyboard listener yeah keyboard something dot hide, then you do not showing the keyboard like this. Exactly property right now not remember, but I used before, yes.
Okay, fine. Coming to JavaScript part. So what are the new ES6 features you have worked with?
Yeah, so basically ECMAScript 6 inside multiple new features like as firstly were the spread operator like arrow operators also, then you are the destructurization object, then also the string literal I think string literal also available. Mm, yeah, this is all the I think 12 or 15 new functions available.
What is the difference between normal function and an arrow function?
Yeah, normal functions means like as you is a nameable functions, and arrow function is an anonymous function like this. Means like as also the normal functions there is how many argument coming we can calculate easily, and
Hmm.
arrow function is not counting the how many function is coming, and normal functions you can defining a you can return any result, then we there is mentioned return your the output, But arrow
Mhm.
function inside we writing a single line of the code, then automatically return self return like this. Yeah.
Okay. And what are callbacks?
Callback you saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, callback means like as a is asynchronously means like as a is asynchronously task you have, then we are using callbacks. So callbacks means like as a, so so client requirement is order is completed, then payment is calling next APIs. So we calling one functions and one function inside a callback. So one function is all the executed. After that, callback is calling and then payment to going like this. Means asynchronous calling.
Okay. Fine. And what are closures?
Okay, closures you saying closures means like as a closure means like as a function inside a function declaration. So you have some, sorry, you have some function A, and inside function A inside declaring a function B, and function B inside we access the function A variables
Hmm.
like this. This is I think closures.
So what advantage do we get using closures?
um, Means like as a some function inside the declaration functions also, means like as a also the hooks inside you will defining a one function, and inside a multiple we creating another functions also like this is also closure like this.
Okay. So what is object destructuring?
Yeah, objects destructurization means like as a one defining a one object, and here is access to the outside the all the keys and values, like as a you defining a constant obj is equal to and some you have keys and values, and after that here is you can single inline constant like as an opening and curly bracket name like as a mark is equal to main object, means like as a object destructurization.
Okay. What is the difference between map and reduce function?
I used map but reduce not using. Map means like is a, you have some array and dot array then render your the showing the similar to flat list showing the data, and also the you have some matching you doing the matching operations like as a checking key name is equal to like this xyz is available or not available, that time is map is returning true false value. Reduce I think reduce actually not using, maybe duplicate values remove but reduce not using, map using. Yes.
Okay. Fine. What is hoisting in JavaScript?
Yeah, hosting means like as a, so hosting is very is a very important custom concept. So hosting means like as a, you declaration variables, so there is let var and const. So hosting means like as a you declaring any var value you can declare, and not initialization we can before also the showing the outputs like this, and var is declared and anywhere you can access, then you are access the var value. Let you can declare a let but you can not before using, once the your let is initialization you can access the like this like this.
Okay. So that's it from my side. Anything you want to ask?
No, yeah, thank you, nice to talk to you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
Bye
sure,
bye.
yeah, bye.